G'day, welcome back. I'm standing on the red sand or red dirt of the Brigalow belt in southern central Queensland, and we're going to be spending the next 2, potentially 3 nights out here looking for anything really. I do have one target in mind though, the strap-snouted brown, which is undoubtedly one of my favourite brown snakes, although I haven't seen it yet. So fingers crossed. We got up like literally 5 o'clock this morning and punched it straight through the Queensland border. And yeah, we're going to be ripping and tearing up here for the next couple of days. Hopefully it all goes well, but we're actually about to head out now and look for some snakes. Jesse's Wildlife. Hooroo.
Yo, yo! Cheeky little bastard on the log.
We didn't even bloody move.
No, we just stopped for one down the road. I think it's a...
We brought a yabby trap. What do you got, mate?
Couple of yabby trap, boy.
And we're going to throw it in this dam. And there's hopefully going to be yabbies in it. From afar, this ground actually doesn't look too bad, but when you get close to it, it is just full of spikes and ugly dogs. Like, they're just everywhere. First reptile of the night. That is far from what it was expected, but not unhappy at all. These things are sick. It's a tree skink. It's part of the Agurnia family, but they're one of the only Agurnia that are commonly recorded as being solo in their trees. So mad little skinks. Usually they're in colonies of like 5 to 8. But yeah, this fella's out by himself, just cruising across the road. We actually thought it was a sand swimmer or potentially a baby yakka skink, which is what the target is, but certainly isn't one of them. That's mad. Anyway, we'll let this fella keep going. We've got snakes to find.
We've got wide-mouthed frog, and then over here, we've got broad-palmed rocket frog.
And
ornate burrowing frog. 4 species in one stop. What the hell?
Hang on, let me get that. Where's that naked tree frog?
He just ducked back in.
Oh, he's gone. Where's, oh yeah, what the hell? I got some like damn cockroaches, but there is a yabby in the mix of that. A very small one.
The bugs.
There we go. The boys are on. That's a feast right there.
Yeah, that'll feed us for a week.
Well, the sausage is still there with the cockroaches, so we're going to throw that back out and maybe come back in the morning, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then see what happens. But well, that's like the complete opposite of what I thought I was going to find here. How cute's that? Little echidna. It's only a young one. One of 3 egg-laying mammals. This thing has to be one of the weirdest creatures on the planet. It's got like a 17 centimetre long tongue that they only feed on termites with. If it's a boy, it has 5 knobs or 4 knobs. And when it's mating time, they actually all gather up in somewhat of a train. And only recently they discovered there's actually a verbal communication between echidnas, which wasn't known until recently. It's like a squeaking or a vibrating, apparently, that they can communicate with each other. But that's how they get into those big, reproducing vans, if you would like. Anyway, that's enough about this weird little thing. We're going to leave him alone and keep looking for snakes. And there we go. A reptile. Boxback and gecko. Actually one of the most common in the Brigalow, but still, I'd say one of the best looking. Look at those patterns. That's where they got the name. Anyway, hooroo, big fella. Well, here we go. First snake of the night.
Yeah, that's insectus. Look at the...
Oh, it is?
It's just because you don't get like...
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So I was convinced there was only coral snakes here, but it turns out there's actually unbanded shovel-nosed snakes as well, which, I don't know, that's pretty cool. We've already seen these up at Isa and that, and West Max, but still pretty cool. Good to see a snake finally moving. We've actually just come into a better bit of habitat where it's all closer to the road than we were before, so it's a good sign. We keep travelling though, and let this fella on to his, I'd say, skink hunt. Anyway. Alrighty, we're officially on the board. Have a go at that. Gorgeous, I would say stubborn, or not even, juvenile king brown. How's the defence on him? Have a go at it. That's one of the best displays I've ever seen. Cracking little Brigalow mulga. Nice red on him. How good is that? We basically just stopped to look for paleheads in the tree, and he wasn't on the road. We actually found him just on the other side of that barbed wire fence, right next to one of the dams, and he was probing in the cracked soil for frogs, and managed to just get sight of him before he got away. But how good is that? I love king browns. They're one of my favourite snakes, and especially these red ones. They're hard to beat. But only little fella, That's a good sign. We're finally on the board. That was like hours of just nothing. We got one little shovel-nosed snake, and then this thing probably, honestly, an hour later. But we thought the night was done. How good is that? What a snake. Alright, so snake activity has started picking up a bit, but we weren't happy with the dirt, so we're jumping onto the tar to see how that goes. How do you reckon?
I reckon fantastic.
Well, just as I stop videoing, Burton's. Yeah, that's enough said. This is an Oedura cincta. It's an Australian marble velvet gecko, I think they're called. This family is actually one of the prettiest families of geckos we've got in Australia, and they're one of the larger too. Not the largest, but they do get pretty big. This one has a massive distribution. I think it's one of the biggest distributed across Australia out of all the Oedura, but yeah, mad. Good to see. There's another species, or two. There's actually Trina, which is a spotted, and then there's the elegant, or elegans. But yeah, sick to see one, and hope we get the other two.
As snake, sort of dwyer, probably just as common as curl snakes, but a lot less exciting, I reckon. Little one, and yeah. Well, another species for the night.
Jesse's doing the talking for that one. There's a car coming anyway. Well, the last time we stopped and walked around a creek, we got a mulga, so we're going to see if we can do that again with something else potentially. Ideally a pail. What is it? Oh, where? Oh, true. That is sick. Wow. Have we got the colours on it?
They come in two main colour forms, which is the normal standard looking lacy and the Bell's face, which you sort of get wested.
I thought you had a palehead. But that is
consolation prize.
That is surprising, isn't it? How was he out?
That's how he was.
What the hell?
He's just sleeping.
Yeah, it is warm tonight. That's sick.
Catch him.
Started driving at like 5, 6 a.m. It's now 1 a.m. We're going to bed. I'll see you in the morning for a strappy. Alright, we're back out. We've got some bacon and eggs with us. We're actually going to head out to the cruising road and cook up some breakfast. But on the way, we're hoping for a strapsy out of brown. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It's already 29 degrees and it's only 8:30 in the morning. So we'll see what happens.
We're going to go to strappy.
Strappy. Oh my god. How good is that? Oh, texty. You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Alright, it's first snake of the morning. We've got an eastern brown. It's only about three and a bit foot. Nice little snake, but not the brown snake we're looking for, but it is a brown snake nonetheless. Yeah, I owe Jesse one. I just lost the brown snake in the long grass, and he wanted to take photos of it. I'm sorry, Jesse. For that sand monitor, how good's that little fella? I don't know what he's gonna do. He's either gonna boost or he's just gonna sit there, but we'll see. What do we got?
Oh, we get like one yabby again.
Oh, it's actually big though. Oh, it's a fish.
Oh.
Got the yabby. Yeah.
It's not significant. Oh, he's pinching himself.
Yeah.
Bit on in the
trap. Oh shit. Oh. Well, we got the eastern brown and the sand monitor this morning, but it's already a bit too hot, so we're cooking up a feed. Got B&E, got Jesse Campbell, and we got one yabby in the trap, which we threw back anyway. We're not going to keep any unless we get like, I don't know, 5 to 10 that are big enough to eat. Got another sandy up there on the road. Could be. Oh, it's too brown, I reckon. Yeah, it's a brown snake. It's got no. Oh, someone's killed it. Like chopped its head off.
Are you serious?
It's a texty. Yeah, someone's chopped its head off.
You are joking.
That is so dog.
There's literally a turtle farm right there.
I reckon it's coming out with a shovel.
Yeah, well look, there's no
Yeah.
marks on the road.
Where's its head? Unless he kept it.
Are you serious?
What a dog.
This texty wasn't here this morning though.
4 pesto passes. A bag full of shit. Jesse just cooked that.
Another bag full of shit.
Alright, well, we had our break. We got a few hours sleep. We're back out. It's, I don't know, like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still 35, but it's overcast as. It's looking good. And don't video me. I'm videoing you.
Sorry.
Anyway, we're gonna start herping. We just lost a 3 or 4 foot brown snake on the road. It just struggled that, went like literally, I was so close to hitting it. But we're gonna slow it down now. It's cooled down, snakes are out. And hopefully we can actually get another one. Holy shit, he's warm. Yeah. Alright, so we just got that brown, I'm sure you would have seen it, but yeah, there was no way we were bothering that thing. It was off its face. And yeah, we're a long way from a hospital, so no need. We're just going to keep punching through though. We're actually about to get to the next spot where hopefully we'll turn up a strappy. We'll see what happens. That juvenile eastern brown has parked itself under my tyre.
I'll go down the stick.
Alright. Alright, I think we got him. Yep, here he comes. Yeah, he's out. Just don't let him go back. He's right here.
If he goes back, I'll just...
There we go. Look at that. Little hatchling brown snake. That's an eastern brown snake. Oi! Little jump from the big fella. Anyway, we're going to send this fella off. See you, mate.
Finally.
And we got a red mulga. Again, how good is this thing? Same thing, launching, big net flares. Good to see. Finally got a snake, and it's actually a lot earlier than we thought it would be. This locality of king browns actually doesn't get too big. And this is quite an average size to see at night, but but being a king brown, they're Australia's largest body venomous snake, so they can get really big. How good's the chasing, or chasing, I'm not going to say chasing, the defensive display. That's mad. That is not how I was expecting to see my first straps out of brown. That's like a fresh hatchling. Are you kidding?
First strappy.
Finally.
Oh, look at this fence. Yeah, so that's a new one for Dylan.
Yeah, sick.
Tiny nice snake.
It's a nice looking snake,
It's got a nice nape on it, eh?
You can see straight away, like between the
Yeah.
eastern.
So we've got 2 different baby brown snakes tonight, 2 hatchlings of different species. That's a nice looking little strap.
That's
But
sick.
it's just a dangerous size. It's like, it's just horrible. But it's a strappy.
This is, well, finally,
Yeah.
I've got a strappy, a live one anyway. I've seen that many dead, and I've been in their habitat that many times, but I've never seen on a live one. And this is not what I expected. Like literally a fresh hatchling. I don't even think this thing's like, this would have hatched, I don't know, maybe a month ago.
I reckon 2 hours ago.
But you can see straight away those lacerations around the body and that nice nape with the speckling behind it. And they do have a bigger nape than the eastern brown as well. Like, sorry, bigger hood. But he's got some attitude. But they need it.
So.
Only a little fella. Alright, another Brigalow scalyfoot. This one's roughly the same size, sitting on the middle of the road. But yeah, we've already seen one and seen a few before and past, but I'll let this fella keep going. It's actually sick. Alright, another king brown snake. Probably the same size. This one's a slightly darker red, but yeah, still just as good as any. They're always a pleasure, never a chore. Have a go at that. They're some of the best snakes to find, I reckon. They're always a joy. How good's that? So whilst we were looking at this king brown, I literally turned down to the side of the road and there was an eastern blue tongue, which Jesse's got now. And I'd say this fella was following the trail of that blue tongue. They do hunt reptiles almost primarily, and I reckon he was picking up on that bluey's scent trail, and that's where he's headed. He's actually facing that direction anyway. So if we were a little bit later, we might have witnessed something cool, but I'm gonna send this fella off and keep going. Alright, Jesse the goat catcher. Oh, he's going.
Look how many Nova Hollandae there are. These are all eastern snapping frogs, and they're all just hanging out. This must be like a frog nightclub or something. I don't know. Like that one looks like he's pinging.
I've never seen so many frogs in one.
Yeah, far out.
What
How sick
the
is
hell?
that though?
Third mulga of the night. This one's tiny, but just as red as the last two. Jesse's thrown up. Just as red as the last two, but this is actually the smallest red king brown I've ever seen. I don't know, I'd call this thing maybe a year old. It's tiny, but still got the little hood going, and we're gonna let him cruise off. Mulga number 4 for the night is an absolute cracker. That's the best mulga we've seen tonight. That thing is so nice. It's a bit bigger than the others too, or a bit longer, but not quite as fat for size. Anyway, these things are bloody everywhere. And I'm not really sure how many more snakes we're going to see tonight. We are on the way back, but it's been a successful one anyway. Hooroo, big fella.
What he said. In Brigalow.
That thing is so cute.
Sick.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at his little defense.
Big rig.
That's sick. Lucky we didn't turn around back there.
Yeah, I thought I saw something move.
Yeah, it just looked like a blob.
A blob.
Just slowly moving across the road.
That's mad.
That is sick.
Go on. Don't give me attitude. See you, mate.
Another shingleback. That one's bigger.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Big rig. What's going on? A second Brigalow shingleback. How good's that? Hey. Yeah, it is darker in colour. Still got the mouth though. Still got the attitude. That's 2 Brigalow shinglebacks in like half an hour. That's mad. Anyway, hooroo. Holy thick. There's a truck coming. Quick. Get off the road. Off you go. Nearly got flattened, mate. Look at this piece. That's not too bad on the other hand. That's disgusting. First snake of the night, little coral snake. This is one of the best looking coral snakes I've ever seen. Never got the bands on it.
How's this doing?
That's mad.
What's up?
Well, on the way through this area, we actually scoured out this piece of habitat that looks so good for pale-headed snakes. So we've come to it on the way to a different herping spot. Oh, look at that. Big green tree frog. He's just kicking back, doing his own thing. But yeah, we're going to be searching these trees, hopefully find one. This is by far the best piece of pale-headed snake habitat we've seen all the trips, so hopefully it produces. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. I just heard a faint scream from big J-Dog. And I'm assuming it means he's got a snake. And I hope it means he's got a pale-headed snake. So we're gonna go have a look.
So I was just standing here, taking it all in, heard a little rustle at my feet. I looked down, and without spooking him, I've got a red nape snake, Furina diademia. New species for the trip, and one that's commonly seen along these riparian zones in the Brigalow. They also, it's not widely known, but they actually shelter under loose bark. Cool, because it's the first one we've seen this trip. Usually they're pretty common in the Brigalow, and yeah, they love the cooler nights, and it's actually really hot and humid down here. So Cool that we've got one of these. Yeah, another species of the trip. Tiny snake. Hang on, let me just fucking, yeah. Like a tiny snake. Like, look at the size of its head compared to my hand. And weakly venomous, inoffensive, reluctant biters. Just a real gentle, small snake. And yeah, beautiful species. How good is that?
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Have a go at that. What we came here for. We got one. That's mad. Have a go at him. Oh, that's one of the best sights you can see.
Yes.
They're like my favourite snake to find, eh? How good is that?
That is a sick little snake.
He's stunning.
Look, the loose bark.
I know.
Just come out of that loose bark. What a snake.
That's so sick.
Oh my god, look how vibrant the head is.
The head on that thing is nuts.
Dude.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. That's
Fucking
sick.
finally.
Well, he just climbed himself down abruptly off the tree. But have a go at the head on that thing. That is one of the nicest looking paleheads I've ever seen. That is sick. Obviously see why they get the name, but up here they're like, God, that head is insane. It's so vibrant. I could not be happier with what we're looking at right now. That's exactly what we're looking for. The most dull king brown we've seen so far, and also one of the largest. Have a go at him. There we go. There's the the pose we were looking for. Anyway, I reckon we're going to keep going. We have a second king brown for the night. He's dark as well. That's mad.
Two in quick succession. That is sick.
Sweet as.
Get out of here.
Literally like
They're just watching forage.
500 metres away from the last
what
one.
the hell? The mulgars are pumping now.
That's 3 in like 10 minutes.
I
Not
just saw
even.
him lifting his head up like a worm.
You said that, I know he shit myself.
Yeah.
That's mad. We haven't even like been near this snake yet. He's literally just
sick.
frozen.
Wow, that's the biggest mulgar so far.
Yeah, yeah.
Far out, that's good.
That's mad. It's actually really dark, Burton's, eh? Anyway, we're not here for you. Off you.
Eastern hooded scaly.
That's the nicest eastern hooded scaly foot I've ever looked at. That's
I'm doing it.
sick. Yeah, me too.
I'm photographing.
That is so nice.
Wow, that's gorgeous. And original tail.
Wow.
Yeah, $3.